Transformation in 3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, Heather Stargazer here to do a reading for the collective for whoever, whenever, wherever. If you're new here, welcome in. If you're returning, hey beautiful gazers, how are you doing? We're going to start by pulling a card from the Ganesha Oracle. I'll just read you what it says on the back of the box. It says, Lord Ganesha, the renowned elephant-headed god, is one of the most revered and worshipped deities in the Hindu pantheon. Ganesha's energy has the power to clear obstacles, bestow wisdom, and promote prosperity and success in all ventures. So we are taking a deep breath. It is thunderstorming. Got flood watches and stuff. So if you guys hear some rumbly tumbly in the background, it's just Thor. Alright, ancestors, spirits, guides, Lord Ganesh. And there was Thor saying hi. Lord Ganesh, ancestors, spirits, guides, what messages do you have for the collective today? What would you like us to know? What would you like us to concentrate on? What would you like to bring into our awareness? Ooh, it says capacity to love and drive. And yes, I was holding the deck upside down. We don't read Ganesh cards in the upside down. The capacity to love and drive. What drives you? I was having this conversation with my son earlier about what do we value in life? Do we value money or do we value love? And that the capacity to love and be loved is the most valuable thing on offer in life, right? From the universe. Absolutely. And drive, what drives us to be there? You might be going for a drive. Ooh, maybe you're going for a drive to see someone you love. Let's get just some more. And I'm noticing that it says 34 and 14. Concentration. Look at that, number 9. Very interesting. Feels like you're feeling inspired and driven. Something has all of your attention. It's something that you love very, very much, right? The capacity to love. And again, this could be the lovingness of another human being. This could be loving of a project, of nature, of something that you are really driven to. Nature in the background, right? It's something that you are really driven to go after, right? What's on the bottom? Determination. Wow. Drive, determination, concentration, and the capacity to love. If you have been having trouble focusing, if you have been having trouble, I heard completing a project, I heard buckling down. If you have been having difficulties with any of those things, Lord Ganesha is here today to help you regain your focus by remembering what it is that you love that got you there, that drove you to this place in the first place, you know? Okay, so now we have... these are all the same way if I keep them like this. We have the Van Gogh deck. And we do want to keep them all, this deck, all in the upright. Ancestors, spirits, guides. Tell us about these messages. Can you elaborate for us, please? The World. Wow. 5 of Wands, 2 of Wands, and the Magician, and on the bottom, Ace of Pentacles. Absolutely, this is something that you care about, something of high value. It could be that you might have some competition ahead of you or conflict, right? There's something about practice here that helps you decide which way it is you go or what methods that you need. They're also focusing on this, again, this Magician card, he came out in the last reading that we did with this deck, having the capacity to create your own world, right? Having the ability to manifest that, whether you have the resources available yet or not, they're on their way to you. And it's because you are determined, bound and determined. There's something on offer to you, right? Something to help you get those messages out into the world. It's almost like you've completed something. You've come full cycle with something. Again, whether that be a project, a relationship, an evaluation of self, right? I think all of those things are intertwined, definitely. I'm bringing it out into the big scope of things. This could be something that you've written, something that you've made. It could be like journaling into a space where you can start to really understand what it is that you love. I think a lot of times we focus on what's wrong, right? A lot of times we focus on things that have traumatized us or hurt us. And in that, we forget that we do have things that we love, capacity to love. And the more that we focus on that, the more it expands until it becomes the our entire outer world, right? The thing that drives us, our capacity to love is giant if we allow it to be that. And it's not just the loving of other things, but it's allowing things to love us back, right? Having that capacity starts very small. And of course, we don't just want to go throw our love out there freely to things that don't deserve it. And again, that's why we focus sometimes on the things that we've experienced that are traumatizing, right? But it's best to shift focus if we want to maintain our focus and concentration. What's driving us? Well, there's this, don't let it knock you off your course. There's this idea of something that needs to change. 555, as we're looking at this 5, and believe it or not, that 1 + 4 is also a 5. Lots of change, lots of things that need to be even out, rectified, worked through, right? It's like the sparring card. Like they all have, it's like fighting with sticks. They're not going to cause a lot of permanent damage, right? But it's to sharpen our skills. It's to get us equated, right? Equating us with what those things look like so that when we actually encounter them, we are more prepared for them, right? That's what's driving us there. And the more we practice and the more we supersede those, maybe it's the competitive nature within self. Maybe it's others competing with us. I'm hearing sibling rivalry, and keep in mind that also talks about people who are doing similar things that we're doing, right? Our brothers and sisters in love, our brothers and sisters in whatever it is that you do, take it how it resonates. And so there's this idea of that, practice makes perfect. Getting there through those changes and allowing that evolution to occur, right? So that when you get into that space where you're at the crossroads, where you have an idea of what is available to you in each direction, you know which way to go. It's about this concentration, right? And it's like seeing this drive too, right? There's 5 wands, but there's 2 characters. There's on this card. And there's 2 mice carrying or pulling Ganesh here. So it could be between you and someone else. It could be between an old method and a new method. Take it how it resonates. But there's this like push and pull, and it's about getting everybody aligned and well practiced enough to move the chariot, right? Move yourself forward and get things driven in a space where they're not conflicting anymore, right? Concentration, the magician available here. And it's like they're both creating magic. The power of manifestation, having all aces available to you. This is your determination. It's solid. It is solid. Underneath determination is prosperity, and underneath this ace of pentacles is the 8 of swords, but then the ace of cups. So, and then the music just radically changed because there is this determination to be, I heard included. In the up and coming, I heard included in the up and coming. And I believe that your capacity to love, your ability to love, the fact that the love for the thing is what's driving you. I'm hearing New Spirit, thank you. And I pull that out in the Empress on the bottom, right? The power of creation. I think that fact that is the capacity of love for this thing that is driving you, that is seen by others, and is it like an inspiration for the decision of which way to go, right? He's painting that got really intense. Ancestors, spirits, guides. Tell us, give us some deets, man. We'd like some information, some detailed information about this, so we can really see what's happening here. 3rd house, as the Empress is on the bottom here, right? And we talk about siblings in business and the Geminians, right? This is that's the 3rd house, 100%. It says by making the right connections in the spiritual sense, right? Yes, it's about making the right connections and who we're meeting with and who we're working with, but it's also in like connecting the proper dots, right? The things that are actually beneficial to each other, that actually strengthen the bonds within, right? The idea in question in the mental realm, the idea in question, what is it that's being presented out into the world? What is it? Where is it that you want this to go? Where do you want this to go? What are you trying to do here? You know exactly what it is, and you're figuring out more and more through working through the thing, working with the thing, what it is that it's like you're just honing your skills here, right? What it is that it should be included, what it is that should be left out, because you're really defining where you want this to go and how you would like it to look in the end. You're really, I'm going to say, streamlining your goals. Right, here we go. Get your ideas going, the idea in question, and in the physical, get your ideas going. Drive, concentration. It's the second house on the bottom for this one. Patiently, what do you want? What you want, right? And getting what you need. Doing that by, again, connecting the dots and being aware of what it is that you love, because what it is that you love is what it is that you value. I heard in a real sense, both monetary and emotionally, right? Wow, that second house came out again. They're all houses, you guys. All houses. This deck has planets, houses, and signs. So this could have to do compartmentalizing. I feel like there's some compartmentalizing happening. Like, where does each thing belong? 1133. Where does each thing belong? How can we streamline this by efficiently dealing with the things that need to be done? Right. Interesting. I'm hearing, where do they belong? Okay. So we got the second house, or the third house. Weird too. Third house plus second house equals the fifth house. Third house plus fifth house equals the eighth house. Wow, and under that was the first house. You guys, this deck is not, I didn't separate them like that. I'm kind of in complete amazement here. And also the fact that we have the Two of Wands, and we have the second house, and then we have the Five of Wands, and we have the fifth house here. Very interesting. Fifth house with childlike trust, fun, romance, and making art. Do it dramatically. That talks about loving something, investing yourself in something and embracing it for what it is and loving it dramatically, right? Like being enthusiastic, showing it off, the capacity to love. Fifth house, Leo energy. Yes. I heard like universe. That's hilarious. It's time to go. It's time to get up and go. That's what I'm hearing. Eighth house. This is about, it says it's about a life or death issue. It could genuinely be about, and if it is, take it seriously as it is. Okay? But when we talk about that, if it's like the physical form, or is it like this is done and over with? Where this is being provoked and inspired back into a space where it's breathing again, where it's living again. You know, what is that? And that's what the eighth house is, right? Scorpionic energy, really digging in. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Now we're going to get the next set of tarot. This music. And I also, this music reminds me of a few things, but one of the things, this particular song takes me to the carousel at Greenfield Village. This is one of the songs that's played in a little, like, it's like a mechanical orchestra, but as the merry-go-round plays, this thing just plays the music, and it's like in tune, and it plays all kinds. It's like a giant music box. And that's really interesting too when we talk about streamlining and compartmentalizing, and how when one thing is doing one thing, another thing is doing another, and both of those things are working in unison to create the whole effect, to get the whole thing going, right? What a show. I'm hearing what a show. Bravo, congrats, that's you. I mean, whatever it is, big or little, you know, at 14, 44, whether you are actually out there on a stage in front of people or on a video or being seen by a lot of people, I have a feeling, you know, that you will be, whether, and again, if not, it's like the people around you, right? Your coworkers at work. But I feel like this is like grander than that. It's like some kind of like a social media component to it with the world here, just being recognized by others. You know, maybe it's others far away from you. Queen of Pentacles. Because you have that capacity. Maybe the Queen of Pentacles is seeing you. This is nurturing, loving, stable. Right? And if for the long haul, this is the baking cookies from scratch, making the thing and then taking it out into market and selling it. And like, damn, those are good cookies. Yeah, dude, I got them from the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Is she releasing her recipe? I don't know. But even if you created it, you'd never make them quite like her. You better go get it from the source. That's what this is talking about here. Some kind of good idea. Four of Wands. Yes, being celebrated. Absolutely. This is beautiful. And I'm hearing strategic. So whatever it is, you know, I heard mind your manners. Woof. Because the Queen of Pentacles is a very respectable person. So those people around you better be being respectful to you when you enter the room. And I think they know that because they can see that you are driven again by love, compassion. 10 of Swords, right? Look at that. You are driven by the idea that there is a need for healing and something that is done and over with. It's something that can't be reconstructed. That we don't wait. No, that's not. I heard reconstructed, I heard revisited. It's not something that we want to recreate. It's something that we want to remember. Okay. So it's something that was painful to you, that is over with. You can't change the past, but it's part of that, what's driving you, right? Part of what's bringing that love to you. And it's also something that people are seeing, that there's a need for healing in that sense, or a not going back, or that thing is done and over with. What's coming up next? Which way do we go? And this manifestation coming through here. Thank you, Spirit. Page of Cups. Oh yeah, you are loved. Your work is loved. You're going to be getting messages of love. 8 of Pentacles, as I talk about it being your work, 8 of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles comes out. So yes, there could be seen that whatever it was in the past that is done and over with, that caused you to really have to take this inward reflection and the time extra to practice, right? The practice that makes this work perfect. And it's almost like you're being recognized for that. That is being seen by someone in your immediate vicinity, right? That's your neighborhood. That's your close people, your siblings around you, right? And it's being expressed to you, that it's being seen out into the world. So I'm saying there's like layers to this. Like, yes, you might be being seen here, but you're also being seen and appreciated out in the big world, right? And it helps you get to work. It helps you get on point of where you want this to go, what you would like it to be, how would you like it to manifest itself, right? Here you are doing that. 8 of Pentacles and the Magician. Absolutely. I heard get to work. And you know what? It's going to take some patience, because there are some things, some underlying things, and you know better about this. So any wait or halts that you have, the Hanged Man here, any waits or halts that you have, it's so that you can be tenacious and slowly going after what you want. Knight of Pentacles, and being fully aware of what's going on in the background behind you. It's so that you don't take a misstep. It's so that these types of things expose themselves. And again, I heard strategy, and 7 of Swords is the strategy card. It's got to also show you to be wary of bad contracts. I'm just digging in this pile now, because the devil is right here above the World in the reverse. If you allow these old negative feelings to hamper your progress, you're going to wind up in a worse space than you were before. This practice setting is about allowing you to have the patience and see over time who's for you, who's against you, what's working with you and what isn't. And that any kind of halts or progress stops, right? Like moments, and they're not actually stopping progress. They're times for you to be able to get a different perspective, for things to reveal themselves, and for you to be able to create an adequate strategy so that you can continue that work and come through, right? It's like, I again, this slow moving energy. I'm just like slow moving energy. What have we got here? We've got the crystals, and then I've also got the soul truth. Let's do soul truth first. And then I'll let you guys get back to your beautiful day. Get back to enjoying this gorgeous thunderstorm. Ancestors, spirits, guides. Just keep hearing practice makes perfect. You get 2. Where am I called to use my right voice now? It says, you have a soul script that was written to be spoken. And it's like this music is louder, right? So maybe it's about projecting these things that are being, maybe people are encouraging you to, through the capacity of their love for you, to take these things out, be a little louder about them, show them off a little bit more. You bake the cookies, don't just take them to the neighborhood shop. Maybe, put them on the internet, sing your song to the people around you. But again, make a video, sing your song to others, go out into public, sing out there. These are just examples. Whatever your song is, whatever you are baking. Okay. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Today's action, soul action, share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you have? Do I surround myself with people who lift me up? This is a great partner to that card, because it's talking about sharing your story with one person. Make sure that it's a person that will lift you up, a person that will hear what it is you're saying. Sometimes, I just said this to a friend of mine, if somebody is not receiving the information or telling you, like trying to gaslight you out of whatever it is that is true that you're presenting to them, or even an observation that you've seen and they're trying to belittle you for it, just take a note. That person not listening. Don't internalize that. That person isn't listening. That person doesn't listen. And so then we share our stories, our insights, our information with others who have the capacity to love and be loved. And then the true value can be, it's like not squandering it. Okay, here we go. The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? You guys fill me up. I love you. Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? I believe in you. I believe in you. Do they help you step into your greatest potential? And are you helping them do the same? I'll add. Today's action. Make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself, and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? Interesting and beautiful. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. This is what this is talking about here. Absolutely. And I'm like seeing that, like knowing who's for you and who's against you in these times of taking a moment, really being steadfast in your work. Patiently what you want and get what you need. There it is. And then with the trust of a child and fun, do it romantically. And I feel like that's right here. You can even, I guess that's saying be patient. And you can like patiently dramatically or patiently romantically. Dramatically act. Anybody else sing the Looney Tunes? It's like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny playing the piano. Because that's insanely, it's crazy loud. Look, we get the sunstone, you guys. How beautiful. At 2414, it says, what is it? Sunstone emanates a feel-good vibe of warmth and radiance. The stone's orange and red sparkling light effect, aka spangling, aka adventurescence, is the result of copper inclusions reflecting light from within. Who needs it? Fellas looking to operate at a higher plane with vitamin D deprived. All solar powered human beings who do not, in fact, harvest lifelong. This is hard to read. All solar powered human beings who do not, in fact, harvest life force by turning up the brightness of their smartphones. Which is exactly why I was having a hard time reading this. I needed to get the brightness from outside, right? In this dark, gloomy day, make your own. The sun is out there. Where to put it? Anywhere you're looking for a boost in stamina. First thought, the gym. Sure, bro. And when to use it, whenever it's time to get busy or when your disposition needs a little sunnying up. Take back your shine. Take back your shine. With will and determination. Here you go. We're going to put these ones up here because this is what we need to see right now. Wow, it was that Ace of Pentacles that flew out of my hand and that wouldn't stay in my hand. And I think it's because there's a little bit of investment that needs to be given here. And also the accent is on the love, not the monetary bring back. Yeah, you will of course be monetarily rewarded for this, but this is about something much bigger, something much greater within you. And it's going to be a long road. So with the little bit that you put in will be greatly harvested. Will be greatly harvested, but you got to get there. Okay, remember, practice, practice, practice. Keep going and remember to smile. I hate that when somebody tells you to smile. Makes me want to go. But it's like today we have that capacity. I just want to read these one more time before we go. Where am I called for? Where am I called to use my voice now? And do I surround myself with people who lift me up? Right? Because that's going to be important when you're out there sharing and practicing and moving along here. Guidelines. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I hope you got something out of it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for remembering to hit like and subscribe if it did resonate. And thanks for coming back and seeing us again next time. Bye.
Transformation in 3, 2, 1.